look ahead to a holiday shortened week. What a week that we had, especially with risk off, and we're getting a recovery today. But I want to start off with the dollar. I've been talking about 109 from, all the way down here. At one point today, we were up at 108.50. We are getting a little divergence, and this looks like we're into drive two. So the last signal was here, and the dollar was on a Friday from 105 and a half. You still have 250 there. I would book it. In my three drive stuff, drive two is if you're long, you don't necessarily get short, but we're not confirming. So it's a TP, a take profits type of situation. So what I expect is a pullback and then one more shot up towards 109, maybe 110. Let's start with the euro. So I was looking for this low to be tested and taken out, which hasn't happened. So right now it's looking like a double bottom. There's your daily. We can't have divergence unless the market makes a new low. It did not take out that low. All right. I still think that that's going to happen. In fact, if I, you know, extend this line out, maybe it's going to come in there. I'm looking for about 102.30. So after this rally, if we're heading into the 102 handle area, that's where you're going to want to be buying it because I think we'll have divergence. See, we confirmed here. All right, so I still think there's a new low. And speaking about confirmations, I made the case, had people get short up here, cable when it broke the 4 hour. And then this week I said sell rips to 27. We got to about 27.30. And that was a great trade into the BOE. And I was talking about that this confirmed low, that I didn't believe this was a low in cable when I started talking 123 up here. 123 doesn't look as far-fetched, even though we've had a nice little bounce here. I still think we could get there. The difference between this low and this new low in cable is that we are diverging. Okay, here we had to confirm. So the RSI, which I've renamed the real simple implicator, did its job. That's my edge. My edge is my momentum work and three drive and a pattern recognition. But the RSI is really my edge. Aussie still doesn't look ready. I think, it's just sideways. Maybe it bounces, get a little ABC, but I think we're headed towards 60 there. This one I took some losses on when we had this huge day. I got out of the way once we made new highs. Yen. Okay, why don't I think that the yen top is in? Same reason. Look at that RSI reading over 80. Markets rarely peak with momentum over 80. So it's going to have to do some work to distribute, and maybe the high's not in. And when you look at it long term, um, it's it could be putting in a high, which would be commensurate with a dollar top, and we still are well below here. So we're diverging on the daily against this high. I think this might be it in the end, but I have, and we're getting finally getting some yield relief after the PCE today. All these charts look the same. This looks like drive two that we're diverging. We get a pullback and then we head higher. Same with Canada, although it's been lower. Look at the momentum at 80. So we need a pullback in Canada, then another new high with the RSI only getting back to 70. I think we're going to have a nice little rally in gold. Gold held the way it had to. Silver can rally, but it's still weak compared to the gold silver ratio, which hasn't reversed yet, but probably will if we're going to have a pullback. I don't think this is it either in the dollar and gold silver ratio. Of course, we could pull back here, but I still think we have 92. We'll take out these highs. We get a pullback and then another move to the upside. Um, Platinum trying to dig its heels in here doesn't look bad. So let's talk a little bit about risk off. Market's trying to come back here, but definitely a pretty negative week. We could get a rally. Maybe the market could make new highs. There still are people calling for new highs. Although I look at the NASDAQ, and even though it's coming back here on a weekly basis, I think it's a pretty powerful signal. So I don't know if I'd get shaken up by what happened today unless it's really a phenomenal day. You have a key reversal in NASDAQ. We took out the previous week's high, previous week's low. And unless there's a really huge rally, we're going to have a reversal week, a 2 week reversal. NASDAQ looks vulnerable to me. My bear case is that we're peaking here. There'll be stops along the way, but I think we're going to make it down towards 15,000. That's about a 40% sell-off. My targets in S&Ps are down here at 4,900. We broke this wedge. The rules of wedges are they retrace 100%. That would be the low. This was 50.94, so not far away from the 4,900 and 4,800 breakout level that I have confluence on. So VIX, I had been posting VIX charts. This pretty big day. I don't think we just end here and like we did here and just roll over and go to new highs, new lows. The VIX from this low, which it was, call it 1270, and call this is the near-term peak at 28. So call it 15. That's going to give me 43 for the VIX on a measured move and a breakout over 28. So everyone, I hope you have a good weekend. It's really kind of a short week next week with Christmas. Also the week after with Christmas Eve is Tuesday, and then New Year's Eve is Tuesday with New Year's Wednesday. So a lot of chop is going to happen, market conditions. And, I'll say it again, whether the market can regroup and make new highs or not, the fact that I've been pounding home is that everybody thought the market was okay. Everybody, even the bears, thought the market would be okay into January. So you didn't have to take profits until next year. You didn't have to get short until next year. And I don't know. This is a pretty ugly weekly candle. I don't know what's going to turn it here until New Year's. So we'll see. Also, I did talk about December with thinner volume is a perfect opportunity for a bear raid. Well, this is your weekly chart, and this is what a bear raid looks like. Okay. The Fed, the shutdown. This is a bear. This is what it looks like. Maybe we have drive two here as well. I don't think that the market bottoms out until we have a confirmed top in the dollar, because I think a weaker dollar will also be with yields, and that may fuel a recovery. But, they say that we could have a short squeeze. Who's short? I haven't heard from a bear. The bears aren't even short. We could have oversold rallies, but short squeeze. The U.S. public has never been longer stocks. Everyone's in the pool. So, and a break to 4,900 back to the breakout isn't the end of the world. So what you want to do is, if this count works out, is to have your shopping list ready. Maybe you want to buy some tech. Maybe you want to buy some miners, which have, really gotten hammered over. Look at this. Okay. Maybe you want to buy some of this stuff. And, because, look at this. Maybe you want to buy, they're turning this stuff today, the miners. So they're going to have a nice little bounce. So maybe you want to buy miners. Perhaps you're going to want to look to buy some oils. Here's Devon. You know, I mean, there could be something here, although I'd wait for 62 crude. And I could talk forever. If I'm helping you and you're learning, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you've learned from me. We had great examples of the RSI forecasting that previous low was not the low, previous high was not the high. So use that as your tool. You don't only use it for divergences. There's a lot of money in knowing whether highs and lows are confirmed, because then when highs are confirmed, you buy the next pullback, and when lows are confirmed, just like in cable, it doesn't tell you where to sell it, but it's an edge to know which side of the market you should be looking for. So, that's why the short was here in cable, because of this. Okay. So you use other things, fibs, you use moving averages, you use pattern recognition, but this was your key for a new low in cable. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. I'll be here Monday. We'll see how the rest of the following week goes, and spread the word. I think that we're helping a lot of people learn and at least try and keep them out of trouble. So that's a wrap, everyone. See you in the room.